a lot happened at Bravocon, but we're not going to get into everything that happened at Bravocon. Okay. We're really just going to get into two things that happened at Bravocon, and one of them led into a much, much bigger situation. But real quick, I want to play for you guys this audio of Miss Karen and Robyn going at it real quick. Like, so let me go ahead and pull that up.
The other part of the premiere was that we saw Charisse make an appearance. And Robyn, you called her the actual grand dame of Potomac.
I did.
So I have to ask you, Miss Karen, how do we feel about that?
If Charisse were the grand dame of Potomac, she would be. She is not. I am. But you got to give Robyn some respect. She and Charisse have history. She's rooting for her old girl. What are you saying, Robyn? I'm sorry.
I said I do not care what you said.
Well, you know what? Then don't comment on me, because I'm going to come at you and correct you every time.
Let's do it. You don't want me to open my phone. Let's do it.
We can do it. All right. Soon. You'll watch. You'll see.
Woo, this gonna be a good season, y'all.
My question is, do y'all believe Robyn really got some stuff in the vault on Karen? I feel like
Robyn just can't read.
But if she do, it could be coming from Charisse. Possibly.
That's a good point.
But the thing for me is that I feel like Robyn would have sprayed her or already if they did have tea, because they've already sprayed shit about Karen and none of it hit. Y'all said she was cheating on her husband. It didn't hit. Y'all tried to make fun of her because of the taxes. It made y'all look bad, especially when you got hit with taxes later on. So ultimately, you know, I feel like Robyn just, I don't know why, but she really doesn't like Karen. And it just, you know, oh yeah, everybody says because Karen drunk dialed her and said she didn't like her. And I'm asking, y'all always do shit like that. Was that before or after Robyn started acting like an asshole with Karen? Because she's been acting like an asshole with Karen for a while now. Do we not remember the pizza situation? Like, I mean, just saying, like, Robyn like would twist the knife in when Karen was going through shit, as far as I was concerned. So if she called her one day and told her she didn't like her, it's probably because of the way Robyn treats Karen. But yeah, I even in that little clip, it was just a lot of aggression. Like, what, you gonna fight her? What's gonna happen?
Right.
You thought it was aggression from Robyn?
Yeah, in her voice. Like, it just, she was like, you know, oh, we'll do it. You know, it's like, all right, Miss Lady, calm down. Oh, Robyn needs to get her. She needs to get her somebody. Get you a friend, Robyn. Stop with this.
Thank you, Courtney, for the super chat. Did you see Giselle smirk when Candace got up? Love you, 3 queens. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, we saw it. We did talk about that not too long ago. Kimmy says Robyn wasn't part of the plan with Wendy last season either. Production made her look bad. It's always Ashley and Giselle. Oh, Robyn wasn't a part of. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kimmy.
That was true. Remember, she got drunk and was petting her pussy.
Oh yes. And she got thrown in the fire. Oh, yikes, girl. Speaking of fire, right? So at Bravocon, Miss Ashley Darby, honey, decided that she was going to. Let me get that off the screen. She decided that she was going to answer questions about Monique. And when she answered questions about Monique, she hinted at her being separated. And then at another time, I believe she said that they were taking a break. So that resulted in all these different articles popping up saying that Miss Monique Samuels and her husband, Chris, are actually getting well, they didn't say divorce, but they just said that they were separating, right? Well, Monique decided that she and Chris was going to go live and they were going to address the madness with the people. So let's go ahead and put that back up on the screen so y'all can hear what Miss Monique and Chris had to say.
Chris and I getting a divorce? No, we're not getting a divorce. Are Chris and I going our separate ways, as People Magazine love to state? Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels are going their separate ways? Absolutely not. Nobody ever said that. Okay. Have we filed a legal separation? No. Have we filed for divorce? No. Is there any document that proves of any divorce filings? No. Have we separated to the extent of breaking up? No. Chris and I were going through a process, and the process that we were going through was in order to fix our marriage while working on our personal issues. We wanted to take a step back and focus on our multiple homes. We decided that we would spend some nights apart so we can give each other space. While we're on our counseling journeys, he's in counseling, I'm in counseling, we're focusing on ourselves. Y'all be seeing me posting about my praying and my meditating and everything else. We've been eating right. We've been actually communicating a lot better than we have in a very long time. So we wanted to focus on just like our children, being great parents for them, which actually allowed us to be way more present with them because it took the pressure of us fix the marriage. We said, you know what? We're going back to the basics. Let's go back to the basics, right? So we're most definitely still together. We haven't given up on our marriage, and we didn't break up, and we're not looking to divorce. So we're simply trying to be better. Right? Are Chris and I getting a divorce? No, we're not getting.
All right, so y'all just heard what Miss Monique had to say. Were y'all surprised when y'all first heard the news? Because I thought I was, and I was kind of like believing it a bit.
I was
based
but I
on
wasn't.
Mhm.
We saw it from everybody. I think I saw it from the Jasmine brand. I saw it from Hollywood Unlocked. I saw it on the Neighborhood Talk. I think I saw it on at least 4 or 5 different blogs before I actually posted it. So when I saw it from people, I thought it was true because people is usually a really good source. But it seems like it's just semantics. They are separating in the marriage, but they're not actually separating. They're not legally separating. They're not divorcing. They're not in the same household all the time. And I'm just wondering how they got that story, because I believe that Ashley was responding to the story that came out already. So Ashley
said that. Ashley said that her and Monique met up for lunch, and Monique said that she was going through her own situation too, and they asked her what the situation was, and she said something about a break.
Okay,
so it came straight from Ashley.
Yeah, no, I know it came from Ashley, but I thought that because she said in the video that it wasn't even Ashley. Somebody had put it out before Ashley, and they asked Ashley about it, and she said what she said. But it was, the story had already come out, basically, is what everybody was saying. So,
I didn't hear that.
Either way,
I've only heard Ashley.
Either way,
I did hear them reference some woman in the on their YouTube. They referenced a woman that was kind of trying to. It sounded like they were saying she was shopping around the story or pushing the story or something. So maybe that's what.
She said people called and asked them about it, and they said it wasn't true, and they ran with it anyway. So I think,
so I'm wondering if people
said, but people are saying that the story came out first.
Yes, that I can see that now. I think that must have been. They called her confirmed, and then once Ashley said that they were on a break and she just met with Monique a week before Bravocon, I think the source close to Monique was Ashley. But Monique also was like, don't be mad at Ashley because she's not lying like we are, taking a break or whatever. We're just not like taking a break. Like we're just living in our multiple homes separately in an effort to try to come back together, is what she said. So they're not divorcing.
Yeah, but they're not divorcing.
They're separated.
Correct.
Separated. They're separated. I feel like she is trying to find you know how when you write an essay and you be trying to put in all these filler words to explain something else, she's like over explaining her way out of it. Like, it was weird to me that whenever the video started, she's, instead of getting straight to the point and straight to the source of what it is you're doing, you said everything that it was not, instead of saying what it is. And I think that's what she, low key, I feel like that's what she, based on what I saw on Love and Marriage DC, I feel like that's what she has been avoiding this whole time. Like, she spent so much time saying what it was not instead of exactly what it was. I feel like part of her is already gone. she just don't want to leave mentally, but part of her is already gone. So it's like, why not just say y'all are separated? That's what y'all are doing. Y'all are separated, y'all are friendly. And she says the point is to get back to their marriage. But Monique, what was going to come of this if your communication did not improve? Were y'all going to separate? And if your communication didn't improve, y'all were just going to move back in and be in the same situation? Like, let's be real. Y'all went through a rift, y'all took a break, and y'all are separated. Things just happen to be going good. And you're hopeful because it's probably the beginning of a separation. But let's say things didn't work out, then what was it going to be? I feel like it's a different way to call a thing a thing. Like, it's the same thing.
I understand what you mean. She created a whole statement and had to do, this whole explanation. But I still feel like essentially you still saying, like the same thing. Like, y'all are not really together like that no more. Things are worse than the last time we found y'all. So that's still the truth of the situation. However, I do think that some people were making it seem like they were about to divorce. And that's why it's like, let me say that's not what's going on right now. Okay.
Right.
But I do feel like what they're doing is really a luxury of being rich, for God's sakes. Like, I would never do what are we divorcing for? Nigga, you gonna live in that house, I'm gonna live in this house. Call me about the kids. Like, maybe you can't do that forever, but I just feel like that's a real good, place to be in. Yes, especially because they have young kids. Now, once their kids are older and out of the house, that's a different situation. But they got young kids. So I don't think that they really want to divorce right now. I think they want to try to see if they can hold on for, a few more years. And then if it's fucked up when the kids are gone, then they divorce like everybody else do.
Also, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all's kids go to school. So, like, what does that split time look like?
It looked like Chris pulling in more work, pulling in more weight, helping out.
Oh, and he did.
But they're homeschooled too, I believe.
Video on that live, I mean. Chris talked for a long time on that live, more than I had ever heard him talk.
He did.
I would just like to say I feel like I was right, because everybody was acting like they didn't understand what the fuck Monique was talking about when she kept talking about her issues with him. But he basically said he went to a fucking football convention, and hearing them niggas talk about their issues is how he clicked on that he wasn't really, being passionate or happy about anything the way she said. And then he was talking about how he felt sleep this whole time. You know what I'm saying? And now he's working on himself and becoming more active. He also talked about how much he put on her because he wasn't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of shit in that conversation that I felt like, that's what was going on. Like, I just think that there are way too many people excited to see them break up and to blame her for it. And that's the weird part to me.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't think she would ever be at blame for them breaking up. But
I was thinking the same. Like, how are they even blaming her?
I mean, somebody just said constantly complaining about Chris. Like, so, it don't matter what they say. It doesn't matter how Chris comes out and says, as a man, I needed to work on these things. And it don't matter. She gonna be the problem because people just don't like her.
I can see that too. But I don't think she's wrong in that.
I don't,
because he don't listen.
Yeah, she wouldn't be wrong if she left. I was just surprised that when I saw her, I was like, oh, she did it. Damn.
Right, exactly. Like, what? Okay. But also feeling sad at the same time because there's so much divorce happening. And it's like, another one. Like, damn.
Oh my God. How many of these are we in this month? Like,
exactly.
Right. Yes, too much.
No more.
I want to say this. That comment about it just seemed like they don't want to be together. I understand what y'all are saying, but something about that feels so like you're not really thinking. Because if they really didn't want to be together, they would just break up, y'all. Like, I don't know if people know what it's like to be in marriages and shit, but usually people don't leave because they really don't want to leave. Shit be fucked up. And they just don't want to leave the person. They still love the person. There's still things they like. They don't want to leave, but the shit fucked up. So I feel like that conversation, it makes it seem like this is two people that just really don't like each other. And I don't know why people feel like that about people that have been together this long. That's all.
Gotcha. Anything else on Monique and Chris?